welcome to Planet Ice Witness for this third game in this stream series. Ben, two teams that I know are looking forward to playing today, but both sitting at the lower end of this table. Obviously, we've said it before, midway in this series as it is, from here forward, every team's got to be trying to grab whatever point they can get.
Definitely, a Witness won't want to make a late jump at this. They'll want to take the title. They took the last streaming series. They'll want to take this one as well. Again, I've spoken to Rich. We'll catch the interview in a bit. But one of those things he made clear was they can't leave it late. They want this. So, we know there's going to be a few changes. Maybe a little bit short bench to either side. So that's something to keep an eye out on. We know Nottingham brought a lot of cages with them, a lot of kids again. A few of the lads getting their first starts. But it's going to be interesting to see how they react coming off the back of turning Nottingham over in the last game that they faced each other. And then what a game that was last week. And obviously if you were watching and Drop the Puck, you were lucky enough to catch that. The 4-2 against the Sheffield Scimitars. They've got to take some momentum through. Well,
Sheffield currently sitting top of the table with 8 points, and then you've got Witness just behind with 4, and then Nottingham sitting at the bottom with 2. Nottingham have got to try and come out of this with something, you would think. But quite clearly, I think that these teams, as much as some take it more serious than others, Nottingham are very keen about just blooding young players, aren't they? As much as we've said it before about these stream series are made up out of different players from different clubs and that, it's not definite club sides as it is, it's all about getting ice time.
Well, it's certainly, we were speaking off air before about when we look at this streaming series and the previous one, and what a showcase they actually were for British hockey. And where else are you going to see Kieran Brown, Adam Barnes and Joe Coulter on the same lines? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it is almost all-star team.
But then again, from looking at it from the Nottingham point of view, those kids are going to be coming up.
Exactly. That's all they've got to be is sponges. They've got to absorb and take on as much of this as they can.
Well, if you can compete with the likes of those guys on the Witness side, you must be doing all right. I think it's going to make for an interesting game today. But of course, same old. Witness are playing at home. It's that small rink.
Yeah.
Their ice rink. It's their home place. They know what they're doing here. I think that'll play a big part in today's game. I think Witness might be more dominant.
Yeah, how many times we've got to say it? Small ice, high impact game, very pacey, but both teams are lining up behind us, so I think we're getting ready.
I think it's time to
drop the puck. So you can see both teams just lining up now for the anthems. So Vels, Smith and Hesselwood are your officials today. Well, Anthems out the way. Both netminders will retire to their nets. The captains will get the team psyched up, and we will get ready for some hockey, Gary.
Well, before we do, a big shout out here to Nottingham's Jack Hopkins, 17th birthday today. Tell you what, I was 17 playing out there in front of lots of viewers on the ice.
Hang on, our cameraman spotted something there.
Oh, I'll tell you what, let's hope then there isn't many penalties and they're sitting there at the end of the game.
Well, we'll see. Obviously all the confectionery is available. Well, no, today's game, you are right. Big shout out to Jack Hopkins, 17. Big notable mentions though are Lucas Price and Jacob Racy, both making their senior starts today for the Nottingham Lions. So it's going to be interesting. We've got Phil Pearson will be the netminder for the Witness Wild. Josh Crane for the Nottingham Lions. We know Pearson and Crane are having all right stream series at the moment, but it's going to be crucial what they can do. As always, guys, we have the chat available to the side. Please let us know what your comments are. Chat along with us as if you were in the stands. All we ask is just please remain respectable to everybody in the chat, and let's not have any abuse. Okay, so notable as well, quick roster number change for the Widnes Wild. So Adam Barnes today will be icing in the 62 shirt. So we start with...
Like it makes a difference.
Yeah, like it makes a difference. So we've got Brown, Coulter and Barnes as the starting line for Widnes. We've got Luca, Hopkins, as Nottingham immediately, early doors, straight into the glove for Pearson. And Weldon, that's going to be starting line for Nottingham. So Hopkins, Luca and Weldon. Early doors coming straight in as Weldon looking for that opportunity into the corner.
Yeah, you can't make any mistakes here early.
And it's going to be picked up and just, it's come off the back of Luca. Out in front dangerously, but cleared away by Widnes. And here they come, Baldwin breaks down that wing, gets around his man, into the zone. Smashes it against them backboards, trying to find support. And there's whistles being... okay, bench call in there, that's what it is. Whistles left, right and centre from the benches. There's a lot going on. As things start to settle down, now Widnes back down the swing. And that's Barnes. And that's going to be an offside call. It looked like Brown was a little too keen on that one there.
Yeah. Tetchy starts as always here at Widnes, but the Wild have got to settle down, get them to play their kind of game. And we don't need any silly mistakes because it always costs them quite early on.
So that whole line of Widnes now out. We've got Beach, Robinson and Hager. They're going to go out against Fisher, Newell. And that looks to be Challens as well. So Challens out on the ice now for Nottingham. Puck worked round to Hager at the wing. Knocks it forward. It's going to be chased down there by Beach. Beach pursued quickly by Breton. Rides his man into the board. Straight in to help him out. There is Gibbs. Trying to find Hager. Looks for the backhand.
Nobody's there though.
No, Crane's got a good seal on that pipe as well. Just denies Hager there the little early goal. Barry easily picked up. Feeds back to Beach. Beach. Hager knocks it into the corner. That's going to be chased down once more by Gretton. Decides to use his D-man. Goes a little bit of D-to-D.
Bit obvious, Ben, that Nottingham are just closing them down here. They're bunching up in their own area.
Quick line change for Widnes. As Fisher brings that forward. Round the back of the net. Looks for a man out in front. Easily intercepted there by the Widnes line as they break away. We've got a 3-on-2. Down the wing. Baldwin! Wave of the one, but well read by Crane. And what an opportunity that was early doors. Newell takes a shot into the glove of Pearson. And he's going to freeze out. 17:48 remains in this first period.
Yeah, some nice action there from Wild. When they get the puck and they're coming in, flying in 3 against the 2 there, you fancy the chances, but Nottingham, as I said, seem to be bunching up in front of their own net, making it difficult for the Wild to get through.
Wild win that with Hyde. He's gone through the middle, taking 3 Lions with him now. Comfortably intercepted by Palmer. He's just going to work that round, and the Lions looking to turn it the other way. Coulter gets over, tries to intercept. It's fallen onto the stick of Hazeldine, and that's going to be a offside there with Benahowski. And it literally is end-to-end hockey again. I don't know whether it's this rink, whether it's this series, whether it's because there's a lot of young legs out there, Gary, but every time we've covered a game here so far, it's been high octane.
Well, the thing is, as I said at the start there, both these teams don't want to end their season pretty much now in this series. They want to come away with something, but you can't take it away from the Nottingham kids. They're quick.
Nottingham trying to go through the middle there, end up going out to the wing, back with Hazeldine now. Takes his time. Tries to feed that forward. It's going to be picked up by Barnes. Knocks it on for Brown. Brown takes the puck. Shoots! Well, that was a great body in the way there from Neal. James Neal, the long-standing Nottingham Lion. Gilbert. As they look to play through the middle. Dumped in by Toff. Picked up once more by the Lions, though. They look to clear it. Barnes, a little bit of forecheck. Great little play between Luca and number 26. That's Will Weldon. As the Lions Lose possession now, go back up the other way. We've got a break on. Shot comes in, great save. And that's Barnes down the throat there to Crane.
Yeah, he done really well there to soak up the pressure on that shot. But Nottingham holding their own, even though the Wild are constantly getting the puck and flying at them. It's just breakaway speed that the Wild have. It's dangerous.
Face-off's going to be right-hand side of Crane. Robinson goes in for the draw. Appear to be Weldon as well. Oh, trying to dig it out, and Hopkins has managed to knock it forward to Luca. Luca holds the puck up well. Down the wing, shot in. Runs wide of Pearson's net. Looking to turn back, but Widnes are all over it as Hopkins feeds that. Back in once more. Ooh. And that's Weldon again, and this line of Hopkins, Weldon and Luca giving the Wild a little bit of trouble early doors. But here come the Wild, trying to knock it forward. Got Hager, top slot. Goes round the back of the net, looking for a man out front, tries to find Robinson.
Well chipped.
Great interception there by number 19, Joseph Gretton, for the Lions. As we go back the other way now. Luca into the middle, easily intercepted there by Hager. Played off the board around Beach. And Vlad Luca once more. We know he develops late into this game, Gary, and that's something that I know previously you'd mentioned that the Wild have been taking a while to get into these games.
Yeah, it's been normally about the second period before we see the Wild getting its full pace. All the mistakes need to be ironed out quite quickly if to take anything from this game. But Nottingham certainly putting them under a bit of pressure at the moment.
Certainly, we've got 15 on the clock remaining in this first period already as the first 5 minutes have gone. Griffin dumps it in around the boards. Picked up by Thomas. Put forward. It's going to be easily intercepted once more by Baldwin. Finds Griffin again. Dumped into the opposite corner. Chased down by Coulter. Coulter receives the body on from Thomas. Looking for something now is Hyde. Oh. Out in front and comfortably and calmly swept up there by the Nottingham D.
Yeah, that's they seem confident, don't they, in that? But it's a lot of bodies in there, a lot of Lions players in front of their netminder.
On the boards now, Baldwin, Griffin. It's come out, trying to find that slot pass, and Hyde's there with the stick to intercept that. Danny Hyde for the Wild, finds Coulter, lovely little use of the skates to knock it on, but it's picked up by Hazeldine. Hazeldine now feeds it over to James Neal. Neal, back to Hazeldine, finds the man through the middle there, big stretch pass, runs wild. Picked up by Toth, and they look to go the other way. Palmer turns it back for Hazeldine, once more in. Toth uses the boards, looks to find Baldwin. Worked out off the boards once more. Brown does well. Here comes Kieran Brown, down the wing, cuts through the middle, tries to get around his man, and well read. And deflected away there, James Neal. Just put Brown off, back the other way, number 11. It's Crowston. He goes down. And it's back up the other way. Gilbert gets his head up. Oh, he was looking for the Barnes pass in the middle there. And unfortunately, just wasn't enough. Hazeldine gains his own. Gets around his man still. Archie Hazeldine gives the puck up late there. And it's going to be one of those where you're hoping that one of these passes, either way from the teams, can get through. 13 minutes now gone, straight into the glove of Pearson. Sorry, 13 minutes remaining, apologies. It's now 12:56 to be exact in the first remaining. No penalties, very few stoppages, long sets of play. Is this going to be the tempo of the day, Gary?
Hard to say, but the kids are certainly enjoying themselves out there. One thing to notice below, you mentioned Hazeldine there. People would expect with the Elite Series is already finished, you would have expected some of the bigger names to be out there.
Yeah, so his brother Joe, we know, iced for the Nottingham Panthers in that Elite Series. Joe's opted because of his GB prospects to sit the remainder of this series out. Now, don't blame him, to be fair. You wouldn't want to risk getting injured, potentially. As shot comes in again from the Lions. And that looks like it's come off the face mask of Pearson. It has. He's just going to check his equipment. 12:32 now remaining on the clock in the first period.
Yeah, it's Bit chilly here today, Ben, I must admit, even though it's cold outside and the weather's not great, it is a great day to be watching hockey.
Of course, any day's a good day to watch hockey, Gary.
So we're just waiting for the official to...
Yeah, okay, so we've got face-off, left-hand side of Pearson. That's scooped up on the boards there by Streetley. Knocks it all the way down. It's going to be chased down by Gretton. Look to clear it away to Nottingham off the boards, but Wild do intercept that there. Oh no, come back out, sorry, apologies. Newell tried to find Gretton skating in. Gets a stick on it, but puts it wide. Luca keeps the play alive. Chased up once more by Hopkins into that corner. Hopkins turns it over, and here comes Barry. Barry skates it through from the dot shot! Tom Barry!
Well, that was a nice shot.
On the dot on the left-hand side of Josh Crane.
Yeah, he comes in, brings it across the face of goal almost. But just as you think he is, cuts back out, sends a dummy on the netminder and slots it to the right of that Nottingham Lions netminder. Struggles to do anything with it, and it's now Widnes Wild 1, Nottingham Lions 0.
11:52 remain in this first period, and it's Widnes who strike first blood. And that'll give him a confidence boost as they lay that straight back down on Crane's net. Well, belting in was Brady Doxey trying to get a rebound there. Another shot comes in. Griffin gets it at the point. Decides to use the board. Back round to Hyde. Hyde. Using the boards once more. Danny Hyde. Low slot. Just smothered out there by the Lions. But Wild have been able to intercept that puck back with Baldwin. Finds Doxey on this right wing. Oh. Doxey puts it into the rafters. And we're going to stoppage in play with 11:10 remaining on the clock.
Yeah, I must admit, Ben, it's one thing I've noticed about this. Every time I come to Widnes, it's quite a low roof, isn't it? It's not Wembley Stadium.
No, definitely not. I must admit, they're just looking at the comments quickly. I've got to agree with Mr. Simpson there. Every day is a good day to watch hockey. Quick face-off there, and Crane flashes the leather and denies the Wild.
And a big shout out to one of our techies who's, of course, recovering at home. Dave, or Buster as he's now known. Speedy recovery, mate. Hopefully he'll be back soon.
Tie up on the face-off. Goes the way of Nottingham. And they're looking to come out with Neil. Neil, big stretch pass over. Finds number 23, and that's Jacob Racy. So Racy getting some ice time, which is good to see. Still Racy takes the shot. Ooh. Well, could be early warning signs there for the Widnes Wild and Phil Pearson, as the young lads are hungry to establish themselves early in this game.
Yeah, I'm hungry as well.
10:35 now on the clock. Brown, spin and dumps it. It's going to be chased down there and picked up by Barnes. Barnes behind the Nottingham net, and well defended there by Nottingham, but Barnes has recovered that puck once more. Still Adam Barnes for the Wild, and that's going to be an offside as Brown's skate just creeps over the line. Unlucky there.
Well, be interesting to see how things go. But right now, Nottingham's certainly not out of this already, even though it's early doors. Still giving a good account of themselves.
Face off again goes the way of the Lions. As Barry tried to pinch in there on Hopkins, but he's come out with the puck. Again, clear the zone, Widnes. Gretton plays it over. Taking the time. A little bit of D to D to try and stretch out those Widnes forwards. And interestingly now, Robinson and Streetley seem to have switched. Nottingham, centre ice with the puck. Passing that puck round, challenge. Decides to put it in behind the Widnes net. Scooped up by Barry. Tried to find Hagger out in front of his own bench. Beach. Still Beach. Over to Streetley. Streetley put it back across, looking for a man skating in. There was nobody there. Now the Lions trying to capitalise on the 2-on-1. Barry has to get over to Luca. They found Hopkins. Hopkins skated in, round the back. Well, great defensive work there by Widnes.
Yeah, they've got to stop this little bit of pressure.
Fan on the shot there from Thomas, and it's allowed. Witness to breathe a sigh of relief as
Oh,
the foul.
Luca
Luca on the stretch. Luca takes a shot into the chest of Pearson. Second place in Jerry, and he's gone wide. 8:53 left in this period.
Well, Luca seems to have been starting sooner than he normally does.
Yule finds a man in the middle, takes another shot into the glove of Pearson. 8:42 on the clock, and Nottingham showing the teeth early.
Yeah, it's been a clean game so far, Ben, and I wonder, did they give penalties to the commentators because those sweets are still sitting in that box there, mate?
Just behave yourself.
Okay, sorry.
Face off, left hand side of Pearson. Won by the Nottingham Lions as they use the boards to try and get round behind the Widnes net. Gibbs. Well, it's going to be cut out there by Hyde. Body on there, Hyde, and Gibbs and Hyde tie up a little bit. Played out by Griffin. Griffin tried to knock it forward for Doxy, but he's only put it on the stick of Hazeldine. And now Archie Hazeldine looking for Fisher skating through, finds him. Fisher gains his own. Chased down by Baldwin once more. Taking the time. Widnes lucky to set something up now, Coulter. Coulter still retains the puck. He's managed to find Hyde wide open on the wing, and Danny Hyde makes it pay. You could see that play unfolding there as Coulter was drawing in the Nottingham players around him, leaving Hyde wide open on the wing.
Right down the middle, and they were all expecting it to come in through the centre, but Hyde slots it home from the side, gives Widnes an extension on their lead. It's now Widnes Wild 2, Nottingham Lions 0.
Well, great start for Widnes. We're back underway. Mr. Wells gets us going once more. And challenge. Can't clear it away. He's only found Gilbert. Gilbert tried to put it across lateral. Hughes uses the boards. Now here come the Lions down the other way. Barahowski chases down the Widnes defensive unit. Widnes taking their time. 7:18 now remaining in this first period. Hughes has time to fan on that. Back the other way. Barnes just lets Nottingham in, and here comes Barahowski. Slams on, gets a body for his trouble from Barnes. Gets it back once more. You see they're trying to work this puck around well. Create a bit of space. Nottingham now start to cycle the puck in the Widnes zone. Tried to find a man out front there, given away, and that's Brown. Brown opens up his skates. Still Kieran Brown. Kieran Brown brought down by Challenge there. And we've got a penalty shot. So there's going to be a penalty shot awarded to Widnes. It was Brown that was skating in.
Well,
he's been brought down by Bailey Challenge.
Do you know what? I think it'd be interesting. It was a close call, that, really. I didn't think that was much of a penalty, to be honest, but nevertheless, it's been given. We don't argue with the officials.
Kieran Brown will be taking that penalty shot. 6:39 show on the clock. Can Widnes go into this first period break? 3-0. Here we go. Oh, Kieran Brown.
Wow.
That was a bit dirty. That was a bit of a dirty dangle.
Well,
I see it again.
I thought the netminder had that there, but whatever he did, flipped it, and the puck does a backflip into the net. And extends the lead here for Widnes Wild.
Lovely little toe drag onto the back, brought it round. Crane, sat Crane down, and then just lifted it over the pads. Lovely. And it's 3-0 Widnes already.
Yeah, Widnes Wild with a 3-0 lead, and Nottingham need to get something now in this first period.
Puck immediately thrown straight into the Widnes zone, and the Lions looking to come out with a bit of pace now. Hopkins finds man wide open at the blue there. Good shot in, that was Jordan Wright.
So the one thing that was punishing the Wild previously was those long shots, and I haven't seen many of them today.
Not so much as stoppage in play with 6:11 remaining in this first period. Well, interesting game. We said Widnes needed to come out quickly, and they have done. Face-off will be right-hand side of Pearson. Picked up by the Lions. Puck put in there by Hazeldine. It's cleared out by Widnes. Hager tries to find Beach. Does so. Intercepted though by Neil. And now Neil back the other way. Tries to find a man off the boards. It's going to be scooped up by Barry, and that's a high stick. We've got a high stick call. Well, we'll see who this is served against.
Well, someone's got to go. Damn, somebody's going to get a penalty box.
No, the officials have just blown the high stick, but they've not actually.
Thank you.
They've not actually given it to anybody. Okay. So 5:47 now as the clock ticks away. Lions now prowling around the Widnes net. Fisher lays that puck off. It's allowed. Hager in. Hager's got Beach. Looks for him on the opposite side. Neil's going to close Beach down. Hazeldine's in support as well. In comes Newell. Out in front once more, trying to find Doxy skating in. And you can see already the mind games of Mark Gillingham on the Widnes bench as he's mixing these lines up so the Lions can't actually tell who to put out.
Yeah, it was a little trick that they tried last time they were playing the Lions, and it worked well for them.
Hazeldine takes it all the way through, takes a shot, and you hit it here, the plexi behind. 5 minutes now remain in this first period. And Archie Hazeldine has certainly been one of the more dominant forces early on in this period for Nottingham. But Nottingham right now struggling to cope with these forwards of Widnes as Coulter and Haid and Griffin now all pushing forward. Baldwin's going to be back. We've got Coulter, Doxy and Haid now on the ice for Widnes. Great poke check there by Gretton. Just disrupts whatever Widnes were trying to get set. Coulter finds a great pass to Hyde, who's knocked it in. Challenge is going to scoop that up though. Plays it round once more to Palmer. Palmer off the boards. Fisher can't chase it down. Tott's going to pick that up for the Wild. Baldwin. Big pass to Coulter. I'm looking going the other way. Again, Barnes unfortunately loses out there for the Wild. It's going to be picked up by Croston. Trying to clear it away. Struggling to do so. Finally managed to get it to Barnes. Barnes down the wing, gains his own. Puts it back across. 2 Wild players in the middle. Well, you can see what the plan was there. There's a few Wild players brought down. As he tried to skate through the middle, that was Barnes that was brought down.
Yeah, the official was
Netmine has
waving
lost
off.
his stick, but up the other end, quickly we've gone. Trying to poke it in there. Pearson gets over on Gretton. Denies that shot. 3:26 remain. Crane reunited with his stick. Barnes lays it off to Brown. Brown takes his time, takes a shot, looking for Barnes. Barnes! Well, that was a great little play. Barnes put the puck on the net. It was off the leg pads of Crane. Comes back out and Barnes with the lovely little backhand.
Yeah, little dummy there. It does well to slot it into the net. But right now, Widnes Wild seem to be getting a firm grip of this game now. Widnes Wild 4, Nottingham Lions 0.
So, 3:18 in this first period remain, and it's already 4-0 to the Widnes Wild. Streetley gets that puck. We've got Worthington Evans on the ice now. First shift. Neil fans on that. Brown tried to capitalise on the opportunity. It's gone back to Worthington Evans. Over to Streetley. Play that forward. Brown. Scooped up by Weldon. Weldon just stops. Tries to create a bit of space. Looking out middle. That was a great shot there, and that was Archie Hazeldine sat in that low slot. Great pass from Weldon to try and find him.
Yeah.
2:43 now remaining in the first period. So face-off will be left to Pearson. Hager wins that, finds Baldwin. Baldwin tries to find Beach, can't do it. Robinson accepts the wild pass. Beach brought down there by number 9, that's Luke Thomas. The officials have not given anything. Back the other way. Hopkins looking for support. Great shot coming in there from Luca, and a leg pad save from Pearson as he denies Nottingham getting anything on the board yet. Beach. Well, Thomas on Hager. There's an arm up from the official. Possibly an interference call. As well, the official's got his arm. Okay. The arm's been brought down now. Hager gains his own.
Oh, wow.
All the bodies on for it. Still Hager looks to go backhand. Beach fighting away. Kieran Beach come out with the puck. Goes back out. Doxy with the shot straight down the throat to Crane. And that'll do Crane's confidence a world of good.
Hager was a bit like a pinball there. He was bouncing off players, going through on goal. Didn't hit the ice, but still managed to get the puck away. And Widnes putting even more pressure on this Lions net.
1:41 now remain. In this period is Nottingham try and skate that through. It's only fallen onto Hughes of the Wild. Wild working this puck round well. Coulter back to Hughes. Finding all the space. They decided to dump it in. Coulter's going to chase that down immediately. Does so. Stops the clearance. Doxy's in there now. Little body on. But they've managed to get past with Fisher. Fisher chased down by Haid. Forces him into the corner, round the back of the net. And turned over to Hughes. Hughes gives that up to Fisher. Into the final minute now of the first period. Wild finally get a stick in there and start turning it back up the ice. Doxy chasing after the loose puck. Gretton plays out to Challenge. Challenge now through centre ice. Lays it off at Gibbs. Gibbs puts it in a dangerous position.
Thought it was going to go in then.
And that was number 23, Jacob Racy. He was sat on that back post then. And what a way that would have been for him to celebrate his first senior appearance. As we're into the final 20-odd seconds now, Brown just holding that puck up, killing the clock. Barnes gets there, does enough to try and disrupt the play. Here come Nottingham, trying to desperately get something late. Shot comes in, what a save, Pearson, as he goes post to post, gets the blocker in the way there. Final 10 seconds now, there's 5 on the clock, ticking away. This is going to be the end of your period. There goes the buzzer now. Well, Gary, 4 well-deserved goals from Widnes. A lot to take from it, though, from Nottingham. Can they get back in it?
Well, it'd be interesting. If I was Coach Hager, I'd certainly be happy with that first period. Not much to say to the guys, really, but to carry on doing what they're doing. But I'm sure he had a lot to say to you earlier this week, and you managed to catch up with him with the interview.
Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
Rich, another well-deserved victory for Widnes of the weekend. Again, you've got a nice little run in now. We've got 2 games back to back this Saturday and then obviously Sunday. What's Widnes got to do now to maintain this momentum you found?
I think we've got to start games better. For me, I think this time around, especially the Saturday game, we didn't come out the blocks at all. We had 2 very off-colour periods, but in the third period we showed what we're actually capable of. So we won that third period 3-0 on the Saturday and was unlucky to not come away with at least a point from that game. So we took that momentum into the Sunday, and obviously we showed what we're capable of against a very good Sheffield team. So I think the ins and outs of it is we've just got to keep doing what we're doing, and we've got to make sure that when we step on that ice from the first whistle to the last, when we do what we know we are capable of and do the right things.
Now, we know that the next opponents are Nottingham. You've already been able to turn Nottingham over at their own home barn. When they came to Widnes last time, though, they certainly gave you a game. Is there anything, obviously, again, we don't like to pry into the X's and O's, but is there anything that you've had to adapt or change so that going into this game, you feel like you've got the upper hand?
Yeah, I think the first game was a little bit was a little bit unlucky. We had only one session before that very first game as a team together, where now we've had multiple sessions and played several games together. So we're a very different outfit, and we'll be a very different team that they're going to come up against. Said it from the beginning, we're a very exciting team, and especially with the players that we've got there. So yes, we tweak things, and yes, we're going to have a set plan, especially for some of Nottingham's players. So we'll do what we need to do, and I have no doubt that this time around it'll be a different story. Since we have everything sort of rolling in our favour now, we've got that little bit of momentum over the last 4 periods we played. So again, I think we'll hopefully come out flying and get the job done.
Now, when we last saw you, there was a few notable absentees among the squad. Is there any update on any of the lads coming back from injury or anything?
This weekend we'll look to have Chris G back in the fold, and obviously we brought Kieran Beach in as well, which made a bit of a difference that last weekend. Now that he's got his legs going after a year off, I think it's the case with anyone that's had some time off. It does take a little bit of time to get back into it. So I think us and overall, there's no real changes to the team that we're going to be putting out there again. But everybody's got to do the job when they're out there and make sure that they give 110% every shift, so we can come away with that win at the end of the day.
Now, on Drop the Puck, we've mentioned it a few times that discipline is a key thing. We saw a few slips against Sheffield, and obviously it kind of got feisty towards the end of that second and that third period. Is this something as a coach you feel that you need to stamp out quite quick in a game when you start feeling it come on? Or do you sometimes let it play out and just see where it goes?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both. I think you can't take away passion, you can't take away that fire from a player either at the end of the day. You're out there because you want to win a game, and that's what you're seeing from this team. And it's not just your Widnes regulars that you're used to; it's the guys that have come in from these other teams, and that's what you're seeing is just that will to win at the end of the day. So yes, there's little bits that you can coach, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to stop them playing their game. I'm here to coach the way that I want them to play, and to see that fire, to see that determination and that grit, especially to dig in when things aren't going our way. I don't see it as a bad thing, and as I say, I can only see it as a positive in some instances.
And the squad you've got currently iced at the moment, obviously bolstering some big names. 2 significant players that have clearly stood out at the weekend previously were Kieran Brown and Adam Barnes. As a coach now, trying to develop those lines and making sure it spreads throughout all of the lines on the team, what sort of, is there anything special going to be done there, or are you just sort of letting them play their own thing and steering them in the right direction at times?
No, we do work on things in training, and they're showing their class and their talent game in, game out, as you're all watching. So I don't think some of that you can't coach. Some of it's just natural, and their own ability is what's showing through in games. Obviously, there's a lot. You've got to work as a team at the end of the day as well, but their experience, their knowledge of the game, they are talking to the other players who maybe haven't played at such a high level, And that's not just them two, it is the other guys that have come in as well. But as a team, we know that we've got to work together. We're all aiming for the same thing, and that's to win games. So the guys that have come in have had a massive impact around the place, and you can see that they are coaching, teaching, and even showing some of the guys just a different way to play hockey, or just giving them little pointers here and there just to do things slightly differently. And as you say, you can see that as the games progress as well. Like we're run Sheffield as close as we did on Saturday, and as I say, I personally think we could have pushed that and maybe come away with a point. We beat them on Sunday, and we clearly are doing some things right. And as I say, that excitement that then these guys bring, and that hockey sense that they have, it can only be a benefit to us as a team and us going forward as witness.
And you can see that, like you've just said there, those lines are starting to click now. That partnership almost with Brown and Barnes isn't quite on the same frequency as obviously you and Beachy, but you can see it's growing, it's getting there as well. If you had the option now, and I suppose you really do, would you want to really go messing up with those lines, or is there anyone else you'd think that might complement them going in there at the moment?
Well, I think that everybody can play with each other. That's the reality of it, and especially with a team as talented as we are. And that's not just the guys we've brought in. That's the original Widnes lot that are still here. The quality that we've got throughout all the lines, whether that be first, second, third, or even the guys on the fourth line, the quality's there, and that's why we're able to push teams as far as we have, and even come away with wins in the games that we have. And as I say, that I think that's where the excitement side of it comes in, and that's where we've only got more to come, in my view. I know there's only a few more weeks left, but hopefully you've seen the progression and the development that we've shown in such a short space of time as a team, and that we're just banging in the goals left, right, and centre. Yes, them two have played a massive part in that. But it is a team game at the end of the day, and we work together as a team to get them results, and hopefully, as you rightly say, that the other lines also start knocking in some goals from these last few games.
Excellent. Well, Rich, we won't take up any more of your time. Have a good night, and we hope you enjoy getting practice in and making sure everything ticks over ready for the game.
Thank you very much for having me.
Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
So some interesting comments there from Rich Hagger. Obviously they've taken on board what he said during the weekend and training and stuff like that, and it's obviously paying dividends for them today.
Yeah, an emphatic start for Wild. As you know, 4 goals to the good already in this first period, but can't take the foot off the gas. We know, as we've already said, Luca is a late bloomer in this game. We saw little sparks of him early on. Doesn't want to burn out too quick. So, maybe he's playing the long game. We've got a young Nottingham squad that have got a lot of legs in them. So, they could take the Wild further on. At the same time, the Wild don't want to get complacent. And complacency, as we know, is a killer.
Oh, yeah, it is. But you've already said about Luca there. He is starting to show glimpses of what he's capable of, what we've seen in previous episodes. I'm surprised he hasn't already been on the score sheet yet, because he's the one guy that's going to be a thorn in the side, I think, today.
I disagree with you there, I'm sorry, but for me, the one showing promise at the moment is Jacob Reese. He's all over the ice, he's on the back post causing trouble in that. But saying that, though, we've got to look on the other side of the puck, we've got to look at Widnes. The way they're playing their game at the moment, by mixing the lines up and not being able to give the Nottingham coaches anything to directly play against and line match on, that's other level hockey. That they're really messing with the Nottingham line, and we've already seen it's the little subtle changes like Robinson in for Streetley or putting Doxy instead of Hyde. It's clever play, and I think right now that's what's winning this game.
Well, it's making for an interesting first period so far. I'm hoping for much more of this in the second. But I'm going to give a quick shout out at the moment. Tom Ackley, a long time Wild fan, a regular viewer as well. Hello, Tom. Good to see you. Also, a first time viewer from Toronto, Solar Warden. Solar, if you're watching, and I think you are, we'll be giving, any time we get a penalty, it'll be a shout over to Toronto.
Yeah,
But,
so make sure you got the calls ready there.
But the one thing most noticeable, I think, in that first period is how comfortable the Wild have settled into this first period. And we've said it in the build-up, and we've said it in previous streams as well, that people looking at this for the first time, this isn't the set-in-stone roster, is it? It's like, you're seeing some really, it's almost like an all-stars team.
Yeah, we've said that from the start, but ultimately, these were the guys that, you know, have done what they needed to do to pass whatever checks that were made to get the elite status, and then they were available to play, and then teams that were given the grant to go ahead and get roster together then had a selected pool of players, shall we say. That's only the right term to use, a selected pool, because we know there are plenty of other guys out there that are chomping at the bit to get back on the ice now. So the teams built what rosters they had to out of what players were available. And as you said, it was more, the higher end players that were available because they'd been with those Elite Series teams or the National League teams, and they'd got their status early enough. So, which is why we're seeing the likes of Kieran Brown, Adam Barnes, Vladimir Luka. We're seeing all those guys on the ice. Ultimately, though, we can't take anything away of what's going on here with the coaches, and that's they're building for the future. That's all what Matt Bradbury's ever spoke about when we've spoken to him, is sustainability, building it for the future. That's exactly what Steve Weeks has done over at the Scimitars, and that's exactly what Rich Hagger is trying to achieve here at Widnes.
But the most interesting thing, and I'm sure for a Wild fan sitting at home right now, watching these great players on the ice, the possibility of some of these names appearing in their regular season, that's something to look forward to. It's early days yet.
If I was a Widnes fan, and I knew Kieran Brown, Adam Barnes and Joe Coulter were going to put pen to paper for the regular season, I'd be banging on the doors here at Planet Ice Widnes to come and get my seat and my season ticket, because I tell you what, the quality these guys are putting out. But like I say, that's just 3 guys out of a pool of how many have we got out there right now?
But it's having these guys is making for exciting hockey, and I'm not just talking for the Wild. That applies to the likes of the Sheffield Scimitars. They've got some great players there. Scott McKenzie's been making great bounds in there.
And Ben Morgan as well.
Ben Morgan as well. And of course, obviously, Nottingham Lions have had Hazeldine and all them in there. Luca as well. It'd be great to see these guys in the regular season. It'd be interesting to see how these teams fare in a regular season.
Well, of course, this is one of the talking points, and please, by all means, get involved in the chat on this one. What do you think a league structure is going to look like when we do enter it back in possibly September, which is the rumoured month around we're hearing?
Well, it's obviously everything's going to be a little bit delayed because of COVID, and obviously, as always, COVID protocols are being followed throughout. But I'm going to take this opportunity, Ben, which I will do. I'm going to give a big shout out to all the other production crews, including our own guys here, who've been managing to put these series streams on for you, the viewers at home, because of the restrictions and stuff. So a big shout out to the Lions TV guys, and of course a big shout out to Sheffield Scimitars TV and our old friend Craig Simpson there. Craig, thanks for tuning in, mate. But back to the game, Ben. What can we expect in this second period?
So, I know Coach Gloss is running the bench today. Coach Matt Bradbury couldn't be here through other reasons. So, I reckon he's gone in there now and he's just told the lads, look, let's be honest, right? The result doesn't really matter, right? You're getting ice time, which not a lot of players are. You're getting the ability to play in a team with players like Vladimir Luka and against players, and I know you mentioned them, Barnes, Brown, and all those guys. Take every minute you can to learn everything you can. Absorb it, enjoy it. Go out there and try stuff you wouldn't normally try in the regular season. Try a bit more of a dangle. Try that, through the legs pass you want to try. Go for it. It's almost like an advanced training session, like a training scrimmage. At this point, though, we're halfway through the tournament. Nottingham, they're set at the bottom there. They could still make a move, but if they're going to do anything, it has to be now.
Well, it's certainly it's great experience for them, but Anyway, the thing is, they're all out of the locker rooms now. They're back out on the ice warming up. And I think it's time to go down to the ice anyway and get ready to start the second period. It's time to drop the puck.
So, guys, just coming out onto the ice now. As Crane and Pearson return to their nets. Oh. Yeah. But like Lucas Sheldon there was just giving a pep talk to Crane, and the difference between Lucas Sheldon, number one, he's a small guy, but he's quite flexible and agile, versus Josh Crane, who's quite a big goaltender. Reminds me of your Dean Bowaters and those guys that can fill that net with a presence.
Well, that's the thing. It's having that presence, and it's when you've got a player bearing down on you fast pace with the puck, you've got to give him that sort of, you've got to make him feel like he's not going to score. If you can fill that net as much as you can with your body, then that's great.
So Mr. Wells calls the guys back into centre ice. We've got Brown, Barnes and Gilbert now lining up for Widnes, and it's going to be Hopkins, that looks like Weldon, and Luca again for the Lions. Baldwin and Griffin, the defensive unit for the Widnes Wild, and that's going to be Neil and Hazeldine for the Lions, and we're back underway.
And the Sweets are still in the penalty box.
Behave yourself.
Okay.
Hazeldine looks to play that forward easily to Weldon. Hopkins backhands that into the zone. Easily picked up though by Baldwin. Baldwin looking for the big stretch pass through to Brown in the middle. Puts it out to Barnes on the wing. Barnes misses the puck. It goes behind him and allows Nottingham in now with Vladimir Luca inside the dot. Takes a shot off the blocker of Pearson and high into the netting. That's going to be great start for Pearson, as he's going to take great confidence out of that one.
Yeah, he's, if they're going to rotate, you're 4-0 up already, but I mean, then it's only the start of second period. Nottingham could quite easily come back, as we've seen them do in previous games. So don't rule them out just yet.
Exactly, Gary. Face-off has gone the way of Widnes as they try and ring that round. It's come all the way back up once more for Luca. Lays that off for Hazeldine. Right the way down through centre ice, and that's going to be an icing call. Again, Gary, we're seeing this line of Hopkins, Luca and Weldon for the Lions. They seem to be leaning heavy, should we say, on this line at the moment?
Yeah, at the moment, but I mean, obviously,
shot in, and Brown from the face-off. Well, don't blink, and otherwise you will miss it.
Well, what can I say? Straight from the face-off, and it's fired home straight away. You see that puck floating around, you take that opportunity, and it slams into the back of the net.
And that's the experience Kieran Brown brings.
And it gives the Wild an extended lead here now. It's Widnes Wild 5, Nottingham Lions 0.
Yeah, 19:09 still on the clock in this second period, and another crucial part of that goal there, Gary, was the face-off win from Mike Gilbert. As Doxey picks that puck up, takes a shot in. It's gone round to Hyde. Coulter behind the net, gets it through. Newell, but can't get past Gretton. Hyde takes a shot into the chest of Crane. He's going to wrap that one up this time. 18:52 on the clock. So, we're going to get ourselves a face-off to the right-hand side of Josh Crane. Coulter will go in for this face-off, wins the draw. Played back out to Streetley at the point, takes a shot. Coulter looking for the redirect, can't get there. Barry decides to put it back in, intercepted by Challenge. Digging away at that was Coulter.
Lions defence have got to have their heads on a swivel here.
Another shot comes in this time from Barry, and the other point. 18:37 still remain. And is it fair to say, Gary, that Wild have come out firing on all cylinders?
Yeah.
As potentially, and this is the scary thing for the guys that watch the Widnes Wild, we know that they still seem to be taking it a little bit easy, shall we say?
Well, just noticeably in our chat at the moment, Gary Bowes has just pointed out Barnes, Brown, Baldwin, Walker, Streetley and Griffin, all products that Bradford Bulldogs Junior set up. So big things come from a small club, as he says.
Yeah, and obviously Harrison Walker, the backup netminder, a Bradford Bulldog as well. So that just shows how crucial the development is from the lower leagues. Obviously, Widnes, formerly a Division 2 team. The rumours are floating around that potentially there could be a Division 1 team next season if there is that structure.
Well,
we'll see.
Who knows? Because obviously COVID has obviously affected a lot of people. A lot of teams could go by the wayside, but we'll see.
Hughes and Toff, a little bit of 1-2. Trying to draw out the defenseman in Palmer. Haggart tried to get round his man there. Fighting away on the boards with Thomas. Robinson just nicks in, tries to find Beachus lingering around that slot. Beach uses the boards. 17:35 now as the clock's ticking away slowly. And as the officials lose sight of the puck there, we're going to get that play blown dead. So 17:30 remaining in this second period. 5-0 to the Widnes Wild.
Yeah, Nottingham have got to try and claw something back soon in this period before they end up being on the end of a landslide.
Gilbert in for that draw again. It's gone lateral and come out towards the Lions as Hazeldine picks that up. He finds Neil. Neil turns up ice, looking to find Luca, does so. He's found Weldon instead though. Barnes intercepts that, knocked back. Here comes Adam Barnes. Barnes feeds that over to Brown. Barnes, Brown, Gilbert, that's your line.
Oh.
As they trying to find Gilbert in the centre. Barnes can't get the pass and straight in there are the Lions. Feed that man to Luca, back to Neil and Hazeldine. Great pass to Luca, wide open on this wing. He's got Hopkins through neutral. There it is there. Hopkins thinking about it. Decides to put a great little pass through the crease there. Looking for Weldon to turn that in. Hazeldine keeps the play alive once more. Intercepted though by Gilbert. Gilbert trying to find Barnes on the overlap. He's looking for support and Brown. Great interception there. And I believe that was James Neal. What a play.
Yeah.
Back the other way, Luca. Luca winds up, lets one rip off the shoulder of Phil Pearson.
That'll leave a bruise.
And now Doxey straight onto the ice. Finds Baldwin near side, down the left wing. Baldwin gains his own, cuts in. Tries to find Brown, sticking on the back post. Kieran Brown now. Just the way he handles the stick and his reactions are just unbelievable. He is a cut above the rest.
It is exciting to watch. You said it earlier. Having these players is creating exciting hockey, but that goes across the board with the other teams, like I said as well. It would be nice to see this in a regular season.
Very much so, Gary, as the Hawks. When see the Hawks then, they're not even playing. So the Lions come out with that. Another shot in from the Wild again. Coulter there, and that appears to come off the back skate of Crane. And that's going to be a Joe Coulter goal.
Yeah, the puck gets fired in, it bounces off the netminder, and Coulter's just there, side of the post, to slot it home. Extend the lead here for Widnes Wild with 15:43 remaining in the second period. It's now Widnes Wild 6, Nottingham Lions 0.
Now the question's got to be, Gary, at what point do you pull? There we go. I was just about to say, do you pull Josh Crane? Coach Gloss has read me lip reading. And there it is there. So Lucas Sheldon now takes his place between the pipes.
You can't commentate and coach at the same time. It's not fair.
So Lucas Sheldon takes the new netminding spot. And to be fair, it's about halfway through the period. Well, 15:40, 5 gone. So 15:40 remaining in the second period. Shot comes in into the glove. There was a shot after the whistle. And that looked to be from number 20, and that's Tom Palmer. But nothing comes of that.
So we're going to have a face-off, are we?
Yeah, it'll be a face-off neutral ice. Coulter goes in for that against Palmer. Come out to Streetley. Haid gets his stick in the way. Coulter again. Hyde finds that all the way through. But it's gone onto a Lions stick. Streetley picks that up once more. Turns his man. Hyde tries to play off the board. Rolls off that hit from Challenge. Streetley's in there as well. Good board play by the Lions.
It's scrappy.
And Hyde and Streetley and Challenge exchanging a few words as the puck now on the other side of the ring comes back. Quickly played to Croston, but he's forced into the corner. Hyde giving a great forecheck at the moment. Forces the interception there for Streetley, who puts it back in once more. Out in front, it's between the sticks and Palmer, he can't see it. Lucky escape there for the Lions. Turn it round once more. Croston looks for the man, skating over, can't find Palmer. Hyde scoops up on that body on there from Challenge.
Oh, and somebody trips.
That's a great hit. Takes the time as Barry puts that round. Hager just gets tied up. And now Hughes is going to be back as quick line change all round. Hughes tries to find Hager on the overlap. He's got it round to Robinson. Turn back once more. 14-10 now remaining in this second period. And dare I say, commentators curse Gary, we're yet to have a penalty called in this game.
Oh, don't!
Apart from the penalty shot given to Kieran Brown earlier. Hopkins. He's got Toth and Robinson on him. Robinson gets in there, tries to immediately find Hager, knew where Hager was.
Oh, as
Luca takes a shot into the chest of Pearson once more, and Phil Pearson today answering every question that's asked of him.
yeah, you'd have fancied Lucas to put that in, nip that in, and give the Lions a little bit of a chance, but unable to do anything. Pearson's been really, really solid in that wild net today, as we get a face-off just to the left of Pearson.
Shot comes in. Oh, that's come off the face.
It's in.
Well, it's come off the face of Louis Baldwin.
Oh, are we going to get it?
And is it going to be waved off?
Well,
we'll see the replay there. Luca takes that shot, and Baldwin's taking a big wrist shot there from Luca.
well, we'll just hopefully he's all right, but
That is the danger of obviously playing the ice hockey, and that's why a lot of the guys wear visors.
yeah, it seems to be all right.
Baldwin laughs it off. I think it's just winded him more than anything. I'm looking over at the scoreboard though, Gary, and the goal does appear not to have gone on.
That's unlucky. I mean, we don't like players getting hurt, but Nottingham must be kicking themselves there.
Hang on. Oh, Mr. Wells has come to the bench. Yeah, and I think it's been given.
Well, there you go.
There it is. So finally, the Nottingham Lions get a goal. And it's now 6-1 with 13:38 remaining in the second period. And will this be the start of the comeback for the Lions? Brown into the point, puts it back round to Grimshaw. Tristan Grimshaw getting some much needed ice time. Again, another product of the youth hockey. Shot in from Luca, and what a save, Pearson. Big push off his leg to get over back there and glove that down.
Well, Jack Hopkins would be happy to get a birthday goal, but they need a few more like that. Nottingham got to start putting some pressure onto that wild net if they want to try and come back into this.
Face off left hand side of Pearson. Great win there by Coulter. Barry just helps that round, clears it out for Challenge. Challenge is going to go over to his D-man. Finds Gibbs. Gibbs puts it forward. It's come off. Barry. Hyde. Can't find Doxy. Back in. Streetley's going to pick that up and let it run for Barry. Tried to play it over. It's deflected off a stick onto the stick of Sheldon. And Doxy and Hyde just applying the forecheck. Streetley stands tall on the boards there. And it looked like Newell lost his edge. Well, that's going to be an offside call.
Well, of course, if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, it's just one of the outlets where you can get hold of BASN. You can follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and of course on our website, basntv.com.
So Mr. Smith drops out central ice as we get a face-off very quickly. Put into the corner by Nottingham. Coulter through centre ice, takes his time, lays it off for Hyde. Once more, Coulter. Hyde tried to clear it away. Thompson does so. Thomas, apologies. Only onto the board zone. Wild fighting to keep it in, but the Lions have cleared it out. Doxey, though, straight in there, intercepts it and takes it back around. And that's going to be an offside. Or icing, go to Parry, icing call is what it's been given.
So it's going to come all the way back down to the witness end of the ice. Nottingham going to get a chance. See, they could do what Wild did and get one straight off the face-off.
Shot in off the blocker of Pearson. And they've helped it on. Doxey down the wing. Can he get round Luca? Luca gets his stick away. Great poke check. Turns it back. Weldon round the dot. Goes inside Neil. Back across. Well, they hung Pearson out to dry. But his teammates were there to back him up. Hagger tries to find Coulter skating in. Back across. Doxey brought down in the slot.
Well, that was scrappy there.
And things are getting scrappy as Hopkins tries to reel that back in. 11-18 now remaining in this second period. 6-1 to the good. Witness Wild. Dumped in by Hughes. Plays that round. It's going to be picked up by James Neal. Neal to Newell. And Louis Newell. Great little play there. Finds Hopkins. Hopkins goes back to Newell. Winds up shot. Well, it was a big slap shot in from Luca. Just sticked away, though, by Pearson. Beach now fishing around. Back in once more. Goes over Newell. Gets it caught up in his skates. And that's going to run to Pearson, who freezes that one up. Well, some good play there by the Lions.
Of course, viewers for this game, you can catch another game tomorrow as the Nottingham Lions will be hosting the Sheffield Scimitars. That's at 3:15, that live stream.
Yeah, make sure you tune in there. Chris Gladsby and hopefully Jono will be with him as well. There's another shot from Gretton straight into the glove of Pearson, and Pearson certainly got some hot hands today.
Yeah, Nottingham certainly turned into thumbscrews a little bit now, trying to put a bit more pressure, looking for that second goal.
10:30 remaining in the second period. The face-off is the left of Pearson as the Lions immediately push forward. Gilbert just prowling round that goal area there, trying to help. And Pearson again! Has he been practicing with the chopsticks and flies?
Master Miyagi.
As Phil Pearson seems to have Velcro on the puck.
Well, as we go to wax on and wax off for this face-off.
Back the other way immediately, though. Pressure on Griffin coming in the corner. Come out to Baldwin. Baldwin back on the ice. Good to see.
Then other kung fu movies are available, you know.
Okay, but thank you, although it's karate. Up the other end.
Karate.
You'll learn. Watch Cobra Kai. Baldwin takes his time. Coulter can't chase off the boards. Challenge feeds Fisher. Once more, back to Newell. Works that round well. Looking to break out this way. Down this right wing. Griffin.
Quick line change for the Lions.
Witness starting to put the body on a bit more now, though. Coulter skates that in. And what pace even Joe Coulter and Adam Barnes have got.
Well, I was just about to say, Lions have got to be careful when they're doing these line changes because the pace that the Wild have, they can catch them on the hop.
Apologies, that was Adam Barnes. Again, 62 Adam Barnes, 63 Joe Coulter. And a flash of the shirt, sometimes you can get it wrong. Baldwin into the corner. Decides to carefully play it around Streetley. Interesting in line now. She's got Streetley, Baldwin, Brown, Doxey, Barnes. And this isn't a line to be messed with. There's Witness going on the attack once more. Doxey drop pass for Brown. Whoa, they're getting a little bit feisty there.
Yeah. It's not the Rangers capital game, but
No, what interesting. Oh, and it's Kieran Brown's the first penalty of the
oh no!
going into the box. So 8:49 remaining in the second period, and Kieran Brown for the Widnes Wild takes 2 minutes to sit down, and it's the first power play opportunity of the day, and it goes the way of the Nottingham Lions. So face-off will be right to Pearson. Expected win on the draw by the Lions as they look to get something set up here. Hazeldine played it back and was trying to find Weldon, who was just out in front there. It was a clever play. It looked like the shot was going to come in from Hazeldine though. 1:45 now remains on the penalty. As they're skating it in with Hopkins. Hopkins down this wing. Looks across. Streetley sends him wide. Off the board. Found Luca. 1:33 as the clock ticks away. Gilbert. And that was Hazeldine backdoor. Decides to take the shot. Runs wide. Hopkins going to pick that up. Back to Luca once more. Barry tries to get over for the Wild, intercept that, but Luca's still in possession. 1:15 now on the clock, ticking away slowly. Neil takes the shot.
Well deflected.
Great blocker save there from Pearson. Hopkins back on the scraps. Back across once more. Alphonse, there it is. Well, Hopkins put it across. They tried to put it on the back door from Luca. And it's going to be put in there. It looked like Weldon with the goal.
Yeah, it fed in well, and he was right in the right spot there, sitting right in the crease.
And Weldon, wide open goal.
So it's now Widnes Wild 6, Nottingham Lions 2, with 7:53 remaining in the second period here at Planet Ice.
That goal obviously cancelling out the penalty on Brown, which means we'll be back to 5-on-5 hockey.
Woohoo!
So Coulter goes in for the dot. Oh, Mr. Twell's not happy with something there. Baldwin. Hyde. Trying to find Coulter in the middle. Griffin's going to chase that down. 7:44 now in the second. Coulter again finds Doxey. Into the corner. Scooped up by the Lions. Body on from Coulter. Comes back to Gretton. Gretton finds Gibbs. Gibbs through the middle. Found Newell. Newell shot blocked off traffic. Great little save again from Pearson as the Fisher got in there. Pearson, little bit of pinball with the puck and jumps on it to freeze it out. Well played. And again, that'll give him a bit of confidence back.
Well, just seems to be a bit of a discussion there. Pearson.
And Griffin there again. We know Jordan Griffin was feisty last game.
Yeah.
Seems to be having a few more words there. So Hager and Newell go in for the face-off, left-hand side of Pearson. Hager tied up. He's managed to come out with that puck. Apologies, it was Gibbs. Tried to play it off the board from Beach. Hager drags the puck from behind him. Kieran Beach for support once more. Trying to work that puck around and do so and finally get it out. And Hager's brought down centre ice. Apologies, Streetley brought down centre ice. Another shot come on from Newell. And we warned about this as Fisher fans on that. Fisher again out in front. They've crashed the net and they're trying to poke it in. And Newell decides to bring out and go again. And we did warn that Nottingham would come into this game late on. That's exactly what they're doing now.
Yeah.
Right.
They seem to have worked a few problems out in that period break.
And it is starting to get physical. Robinson now, quick line change again for the Lions. Beach trying to get them on the overlap, trying to find Hager, but it was cut out there by Wright. Picked up now by number 15, James Neal.
Oh, well blocked. Barry got in the way there.
Weldon to Luca, and again that line back out Hopkins, Luca, Weldon. Hager tries the big
well blocked
pass, and yeah, great block by Luca, but they found the pass they wanted to Beach. Beach Puts it back across once more for Robinson. Quick change allows Brown onto the ice. 5:30 now remain in the second period. Toth tries to pinch in. He's been caught out. Here comes Hazeldine skating down. Barnes comes across. Puck into the centre, picked up. Beach turns it back the other way for the Wild. Gains his own on the right wing. Drops it back once more. Shot coming in. Comes off the glove of Sheldon.
And here come the Lions. Oh, it's intercepted. Oh no, they got it back.
Hopkins fighting away again with Toth on the board here. Barnes can't quite clear it out. It's been scooped up though by Gilbert. Gilbert's got support. Lays it back. Brown. Well, what a shot that was. Barnes to Brown from Gilbert. And you can hear, you heard the clunk of the puck as it hit the board and bounced off. 4:54 remain in the second period.
Yeah, puck flying over the plexi there. And that's a little memento for some cleaner. There's no fans here.
Face off left of Sheldon. Picked up and won by Gilbert. Turned immediately over though with Price. Now Price getting some ice time.
Do you know what, Ben? I've got to admit, I'd be looking forward to seeing lineups like this with the fans back.
It's certainly, I think the atmosphere will be completely different as Palmer skates that in. Baldwin's going to be there to pick that up off the board zone. Baldwin and Palmer tie up there. Back the other way as they found Barnes. Barnes leaves it behind him. Got support with Brown. Brown back to Barnes. Barnes gains his own. What will he do now?
Oh, well played.
Back the other way. Baldwin plays it off the board. Again though, comes to Palmer. Palmer loses his edge, goes down. Puck comes off the plexi. Tried to find Brown, do so. Find Barnes. What a pass that was. Barnes and Gilbert takes a shot
well
himself
played.
though. And straight into the glove of Lucas Sheldon.
The Wilds trying to turn the screw back now and tilt the ice back in their favour. But it's 6-2. They still lead here with 3 minutes 50 remaining in this second period.
Face off as we go straight back the other way with the Nottingham Lions. Fish is going to chase that down. Pearson decides to come out of his net. Again, put back in. Pearson kicks away. Fish is going to receive that. Immediately cut out by the Wild Hide. Gets his stick in there twice. Streetley's going to scoop up the loose puck. They're pushing forward now. Doxy into the corner. 3:20 remaining in this second period. 6-2 to the Widnes Wild. Doxy takes a shot. Runs up the leg pad and off the shoulder of Lucas Sheldon. Out to the blue line.
Well,
Out of frequency there, and the straight pass runs awry as Gibbs now chasing down Danny Hyde. Hyde causes two Lions players to bump together and uses that to create space to get the puck forward to Doxy. Doxy, tame shot, runs wide. Again, Widnes certainly stepping up this physicality and getting the sticks jammed right in the way as Toth rides that hit on the boards. Doxy once more, tries to get round his man right. 2:30 now remaining in this period. Toth takes a shot, and that's going to be straight into the chest of Sheldon as he wraps that one up.
well, it's starting to even out. It's leveled out. Both teams trying at either end, and it's late in this second period. Wild looking to try and extend their lead even further, but they've still got a 4-goal gap on the Lions.
Face-off will be right-hand side of Sheldon. 2:27 remain. Face-off win by Hagger for the Wild. Shot comes in from Hughes through traffic, turned away. Here comes Hopkins of the Lions. Plays it off the boards. Going to let Luca chase that down, but that's going to be an icing call.
So that's the pace seems to have just eased a little. But the Lions could do with trying to pinch another goal before the break. See if they could get one, at least half the deficit now.
2:15 on the clock as it ticks away slowly. 4 goals for the good now, the Widnes Wild.
Oh, good pass.
Weldon takes the shot, knocked back away. Neil plays off his own man. It's gone to Hughes. Hughes finds Beach down the wing. Beach looking for Hagger. Does so. Hagger gets in behind the defenders. Ties up with the referee though, and it's allowed them to get back in. Puck's come round once more, scooped in. Shot comes in. It's up high into the rafters and back down as clock shows 1 minute 48 remaining in the second period.
Well, Ben, who's impressed you so far?
For the Lions, it's got to be Hopkins and Hazeldine. They're really giving the Wild some problems when they're on the ice. Going the other way, though, I'm sorry, but I know they're on a bit of a pedestal already, but Brown and Barnes are just running riot at the moment.
Yeah, speed seems to be their power.
There's Gilbert now, just holding up Challenge on the boards. Challenge manages to find Gretton down this wing. Turn back onto the net of Pearson, but it's going to be picked up by Jordan Griffin. But it's come down to Brown. Kieran Brown through centre ice, round 1, round 2. Puts it back in, shot in from Barnes. Gilbert coming in, it's a screen and it's gone wide. 1:10 remaining this period.
How he manages to feed it back. He knows where Barnes.
Well, that was a crucial stick on it there from Adam Barnes. Stopped the breakaway. Now into the final minute. Gretton turns around, puts it into the zone to be picked up by Griffin. Barnes, though, back the other way. Gilbert takes a shot. It's bubbled out. And
Gilbert must have thought he had that then.
Well, it's been blown dead because it's come off Sheldon's mask. 45 seconds remaining in this second period. And you'd fancy the way things have been playing out that neither goaltender is going to give up another goal in these remaining seconds.
Yeah, certainly the Lions want to try and restrict the Wild extending this lead any further.
Shot comes in off the board, that's from Doxey. Hazeldine now, taking his time, looking to go up the ice. Managed to get it there to Croston and they've gone backwards. Croston again, puts it round, scooped up by Barry all the way down. 26 seconds down the clock still. Neil's going to get over there. We're going to get an icing call. 23.4 on the clock.
Well, a few seconds remaining. This is the opportunity the Lions need to try and get one back before the break. Nice off just to the right of Pearson. The face-off, sorry.
Shot comes in, it's blocked immediately. 19 seconds down on the clock. Hyde holds that well on the boards. Managed to find Doxey. Doxey puts it into the middle, onto the stick of Hazeldine.
I'm making my own language up here.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Barry.
I need jelly babies, that's what it is.
Does well. Neil. Put it in the middle there for Weldon. But that's going to be the period. Well, 2 goals for the Nottingham Lions. 2 goals for the Widnes Wild.
Well, the Wild seem to have the bit between their teeth today, coming off the back of that impressive win over the Sheffield Senators last week. And if you missed it, here's a chance to catch the highlights for you right now.
Doing really well to work this puck around the 4 men of Widnes at the moment, but they've managed to get a scrap in there with Brown. Brown digging away, he's on the boards. Brought down, he's managed to kick it back out. It's scooped up by a blue shirt down. Gibson takes that straight back into the danger zone. 1:18 remaining on the power play. Shot comes in from Nell. Late vision there through traffic from Walker. He's managed to get a kick save on it into the corner. Picked up once more by Gibson. Gibson puts it back through. Out in front again into the chest and out of Walker. And there's that rebound control you were talking about before, George. A little bit of hesitation and panic as we go with final minute of this power play now. 5:15 remain in the period. And Barnes trying to apply the forecheck pressure. McKenzie's going to pick that up deep in his own zone. Takes it through the neutral zone. Shows it. Well, McKenzie! Well, he showed something to Brown there and knew he was going to get around him. Little feint, lets one rip. It's going to be glove side of Walker.
Well, the poacher knows what he's got to do there. McKenzie grabbing the opportunity, slamming it home, and gives Sheffield the lead here. It's now Widnes Wild 0, Sheffield Scimitars 1.
Fantastic finish. So much power on the shot.
He picks
Low,
his spot
so
really well,
hard to,
doesn't
so
he?
hard to stop. Yeah.
So, Scimitars strike first blood with 5 minutes 1 on the clock remaining this first period. As Widnes try and dump this in the zone, do so with Coulter in the corner, tried to find line mate there and Doxey, but Sheffield managed to turn it away. Hughes down to Coulter. Hyde. Well, Pyrewell saw the opportunity and tried to get in there. Hyde hesitated a little bit too long.
Yeah, you can't sleep on this ice. Got to keep your head on a swivel. Sheffield all over them.
And Coulter just got the puck tied up in his skates there. McKenzie lays it off for Pyrewell. Tries to find Springer Hughes. Tie up on the boards. Come out to Springer Hughes once more. Hyde gets it off the board. He's managed to find Doxey. Doxey gets around his man. Goes to cut inside. Uses round the net. He's got nobody in support in the middle. Force a big line. Dumps it back around for Hyde. Puck turned over once more. And what a wasted opportunity that was for Widnes.
Well, it was a nice play by Doxey. He had to dangle his defenseman and dangle the ref on his way in, but once he'd gone all the way around the zone, he'd run out of options pretty soon.
3:48 remaining in this first period. 1-0 to the Scimitars.
I must say, gents, I'm a little shocked that it's only 1-0. Been a lot of action in those goal mouths.
Very much so. I think both netminders certainly switched on after last night. There's Widnes. Try and find Hagger through the middle. Great defensive play there by Morgan. And Colton now knocks it forward. Baldwin's going to be there for Widnes. Oh, and well, that's Brammer's brought down Robinson. And well, he brought down Robinson, who looks like he snapped his stick. The puck's trickled out to Brammer. Back on the ice after that injury, and he's made them pay for it.
Yeah, Brammer did the head-first dive that took Robinson's skates away, and the puck was just left in an open, vulnerable position for a nice, easy finish.
And as quick as you like, Sheffield take us another goal, a 2-goal lead here at Planet Ice Widnes. It's now Widnes Wild 0, Sheffield Scimitars 2.
So McKenzie and Gilbert on the dot. Springer Hughes just muscles Baldwin off that and gets in there. Now Bez Hughes for the Wild turns it over. Great defensive move there by Baldwin. Pyrewell on the boards. Pressure from Hughes of the Wild. Gilbert allowed to come in and retrieve that. But he's turned it over to Springer Hughes. Springer Hughes got a man opening, Sean Wild skating in. Great move there by Lewis Baldwin. Cuts that pass out. Oh, and here come the Wild with Barnes. Barnes to Brown. It's Brown and Barnes on a 1-2. Shot in! Adams made it pay! Adam Barnes with the pass from Kieran Brown. Textbook, George. Simply textbook.
Well, Sheffield got caught with a pinching defenseman, and with those two on the ice, look at the way they finished that. Fantastic pass across. One-time slap shot. No chance, Hovel.
Well, it's made it interesting here now. Widnes get one back in the second period, and it's now Widnes Wild 1, Sheffield Scimitars 2.
Coulter and Tate in for the draw.
4-on-4 still.
Doxey takes a shot off the blocker. It's come back. Out front, another slap in. Well, Doxey's managed to get enough on that. It's the little chip shot up and over. Hovel flat on the floor, defeated, and we see in the replay there.
Well, any football player would be happy with that little chip shot straight over the keeper into the back of the net, and it's given Widnes the levelling score here now. It's Widnes Wild 2, Sheffield Scimitars 2. We've got a game.
50 seconds now remain on the power play. 5:35 in the game.
Well,
Drop pass. Barnes! Great shot, leg pad save again by Oval. And now you've got the line out there doing the job. Once more of Brown, Barnes and Hagger. 5:18 on the clock, 30 seconds on the power play. Coulter looking for space, finds it, shot it! And there it is! Well,
Is that Griffin, is it?
I believe it is. Jordan Griffin bags another goal. He's been absolutely essential to the Widnes team this season.
Yeah, managed to just be on the right side there of the goal. Manages to pick his spot and slot it home. And it's given Widnes Wild the lead here today. It's now Widnes Wild 3, Sheffield Scimitars 2.
So we've got 5 on 3. Clock's ticking away. 4:13 remaining in the game. 1:32 on the first penalty. And that one assessed to Mackenzie as Baldwin grabs that, goes through Coulter. Baldwin, miscommunication there, but he's managed to keep it onside. Brown, taking his time. Barnes, back to Brown. 1:16 on the first penalty. Shot! Barnes, he picks the top pocket. Wahoosh!
Well, he gets the puck at the point here, takes his opportunity and slams it right into the net. Hall didn't have a chance to see that coming at all, and has extended the lead here now. It's Widnes Wild 4, Sheffield Scimitars 2.
So 48 seconds left on the game clock. Very tense here now. Sheffield with the puck. Bell winds up, takes a shot. Sails wide once more. Widnes player brought down. We're into the final 3 seconds of that penalty. 2-1. Beach is on the ice now. It's 5 on 5. 30 seconds are left in the game now. Here we go. Final throw of the dice for Sheffield. They are running 6 on 5 empty net.
They're just trying to protect that puck from any Widnes player getting it.
And Hager tried to get himself in there. They've put it over and around the back of the... They're outside! Springy Hughes! Well...
Yeah. Sitting at the near post there as the puck gets knocked back towards the goal from the back. And there he is to slot it home and gives the Sheffield Scimitars a little bit of a lifeline here with 15 seconds to go. And who knows, they could tie it.
15 seconds remain. Can the Sheffield Scimitars get something out of this game? Still an empty net.
Yeah.
Very, very brave choice, would you say?
They're throwing the dice.
What have they got to lose right now?
Yeah,
Absolutely nothing.
Sitting at the top of the conference, they could probably afford to lose one, but after last night's game, they certainly wouldn't want to do that now.
So Brammer and Morris not returning to the rest of this game. Clock ticks away. 11 seconds, 10, 9, as you can see. Final throw of the dice from Sheffield into the glove of Walker, who's just going to freeze that up with 6 seconds
Now,
left on the clock.
Exciting final face-off now, as Sheffield can load
all
up the
down to this.
firepower behind the puck. 6 seconds.
And
This
you've
would be an
got
exciting
Springer
finish.
Hughes, Mackenzie, Morgan, Tate.
All comes
Gibson.
down to the face-off. Now Tate's such an experienced player. Can he win the draw against Coulter? I love it when a game comes down to a face-off.
Oh, great tie up there. Barnes has tried to get through. Oh, here we go. Widnes have got his shot on. Oh, Brown misses the open net, but there's the game. Well, congratulations, Widnes Wild.
Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
And the way things are going, you know, that could come from anywhere. It could come from Barnes, it could come from Coulter, it could come from Brown, it could come from Gilbert, from Hagger, from Hyde, from Beach. You know what I mean? The roster's so extensive in regards to offensive threat.
Well, be interesting to see if Nottingham can pull this out the bag, make it an interesting game. They definitely need the points. They've got this game tomorrow against Sheffield Scimitars. Sheffield riding high at the moment, Ben. You've got to fancy their chances.
Sheffield, the way they've built their squad, we spoke about it last week on the stream. They've gone with a core of Sheffield youth and then a sprinkling at the right way of experience. You know, the likes of Morgan, Mackenzie, Tate. And at the end of the day as well, they wouldn't get half the results they would unless it was for their netminders. And Hovel has been absolutely outstanding.
So far, these two tournaments we had the North Cup streaming series, and we had this Three Rivers Cup, and both given good accounts of themselves. And I know that a lot of people are saying, you know, if these all-star players, should we say, and I know we picked up on it before and that, but can you seriously see these players hanging around? Do you think?
Well, it literally depends on what's going to happen. Now, already...
Do you think there's going to be a restructure?
I don't know if there's going to be a restructure. One thing I will say, though, and we have got to be aware, you know, it's out there already. We have seen the likes of Widnes Wild's Liam Baldwin already commit to the Leeds Chiefs next season. Well, sorry, Leeds Ice Hockey Club next season. Sam Gospel already signed on the dotted line as well. They've announced them publicly in the media. So, yes and no, you know, it literally depends. I think the likes of your Browns, your Barnes, as much as the Widnes guys are going to want them here, I think they're going to return to Leeds hockey.
Yeah, it's going to that higher level of hockey is going to attract them, isn't it? And of course, it's where the best hockey is. You want to play if you want to try and get yourself on the top stage. Obviously, you're tuned into watch us right now. If you aren't, why aren't you? So thanks for viewing anyway. But you can catch us on our usual outlets, and you can catch us on Facebook. You can catch us on Twitter. You do also get us on Instagram, where you can drop us a message and tell us what you think of the series and stuff like that. Of course, on our YouTube channel, where we've got the chat running at the moment. And of course, you can get us on our webs page, which is basntv.com. I'm actually looking forward to September coming, Ben, because I'm looking forward, one, to the fans returning, having that rink atmosphere, and then I'm also looking forward to regular league hockey.
Yeah, no, I think that's what a lot of the guys out there are going to be looking forward to as well, and the girls. You know, of all, it's the consistency and the knowledge. You know, that you've got regular season games, and I think these streaming series were great for the sport, great for giving people ice time, great platform to showcase English hockey. But ultimately, there are players out there, including our very own cameraman, Mr. Ferber, there, who's chomping at the bit to get back with his Anthems buddies.
Of course, who Georgie was commentating with us last week. He's one of the coaches there as well. And that's another thing as well. It's the level of hockey that you see here is it's
semi-amateur.
Semi-amateur, yeah, you could say that. And of course, we do have
sorry.
semi-pro leagues, teams all around the country. But the one thing you can do, if you're interested in getting involved in hockey, have a look at your local areas. There's bound to be a rec team of some form. Get involved. There's different forms of it. I know there's blade hockey, isn't there? The rollerblade hockey and stuff like that. Yeah. Street hockey. There's also the ball one. I'm not so keen on that, which they play on AstroTurf. And I prefer the ice one myself. So have a look if you're interested. Go find out who your local team is. Give them a call, and you never know, you could be the next star waiting to represent your team or your local team or even your country.
Yeah, definitely. We're just noticing the guys are now coming back onto the ice ready to start this third period, Gary. So,
I think it's time to go down to the ice, and I think it's time to
drop the puck. So we can see now the team slowly coming back onto the ice. A crucial third period this will be. Widnes still 4 goals to the good. Can the Lions claw something back? Will Luca wake up and start putting Phil Pearson under pressure, who, to be honest, right now, Phil Pearson is having an absolute outstanding game.
He is, and we've been praising him throughout this series. He's been given that opportunity. He's doing well. But we just see Hopkins having a chat there. I'm sure he's not inviting anybody to a birthday party, but in the chat there, a few people saying they were hoping he's going to get a birthday hat trick. Still time to do that with one period remaining, 20 minutes of hockey we've got to come. With the score currently standing at Widnes Wild 6, Nottingham Lions 2.
Mr. Wells drops the puck, and here we go. Third and final period in this game today. The double weekend header for the Nottingham Lions. As Wild gain that puck with Coulter, tried to find Barnes, scooped up by Neal, intercepted though by Barnes. Barnes turns back, finds Brown in the slot. Brown crowded out immediately. Barnes picks up the rebound though, comes back once more and quickly trying to feed it in. Good shot in from Brown near side post, well read by Sheldon. And back up the other way with Luca, puts it on the net. Pearson comfortable enough to glove that down and play it out to Baldwin. Baldwin feeds Coulter. Coulter, the no look pass to Brown. Now they're just showing off. Brown through centre ice, takes a shot. Oh, for Tang Griffin.
Oh,
from
well
the point.
covered. Oh,
with the rebound. Nottingham scrambling to clear that puck. And now back the other way with Hazeldown. Takes a shot side netting. Griffin plays it off. Clears the zone. But wow, what a play and what a shot there from Kieran Brown.
yeah, he's got some power behind him. We saw him break the plexiglass the other week.
Now Challen's taking his time. Nottingham's playing a little bit more conservative right now. Not just throwing the puck forward. So go into the corner, Gibbs, Fisher. Cut out by Hagger. Robinson tried to get there. Tied up on the boards between Robinson now and Gretton. Streetley. Turns back. Knocks it past Gibbs to Robinson, who knocks it straight back round. Picked up by Barry. And the beauty of having Jay Robinson on your side is he's a two-way forward. So he can play forward and D as well. And that's just going to be frozen out there by Sheldon with 17:56 remaining in the game.
Well, just under 3 minutes already gone, and Nottingham under the pressure again. But still plenty of time. They need to try and claw back 4 goals to tie things up. But it's a big mountain to climb. As the officials having a word with the netminder there.
Face off left hand side of Sheldon. Comes out with the Lions. Doxey digging away. As is Griffin. They've knocked it back in for Palmer to chase. Palmer plays that round. Again, Doxey pushing on Palmer, trying to get him to make a mistake. Hides in there as well now. And Coulter. Wild digging away, yeah, outside the Nottingham bench. Nottingham pushing forward. Palmer. Palmer takes a shot.
Good shot.
Good save by Pearson. Once more dropped quickly. Like pad save, turns it into the corner. And the pressure again. You can see the physicalities. Griffin and Baldwin making sure they finish their checks. Baldwin, great stretch pass, trying to find Hyde, who's brought down there. He loses edge. Doxey gets around one man. Palmer's in there though. Brady Doxey and Tom Palmer. Hughes decides to put that back in. Doxey can't get round his man. Hyde's there for the support though. Shot comes in from Hughes on the point. Toth. Coulter now. Apologies. Barnes. Done it again. Toth takes the shot there. Runs wide. All it was required, there was a little stick on that. And Hyde fighting there with Wright to try and keep it in the zone. But they've managed to clear out the Lions finally. 16:25 now remain on the clock. Wild.
Oh, just too far.
Hughes manages to reel that in, only puts it onto the stick of Hopkins, who manages to dump it out to Luca. Luca now skids inside, fans on the first pass, gets a shot off, and it's in! It looks to come off the back of Pearson's leg, and we warned about it. Vladimir Luca strikes one for the Nottingham Lions.
Yeah, he feeds it in. It's a lucky shot, but it's ricocheted off the back of the netminder, got into the net, and it's now Widnes Wild 6, Nottingham Lions 3. This is the start of a comeback.
Well, only 3 goals now. You can't really blame Pearson from that one. That's just bad luck the way it's fallen.
But you know what, Ben? Get him any way you can.
And I'm pretty sure that's what Nottingham are going to have been saying as they win the face-off to get us back underway. 16:04 now on the clock as this ticks away. Have the Wild peaked too early in this game? Weldon just picks that stretch pass up there. Gilbert's going to chase him down. Backhand, tries to find Hopkins skating in, but that's cut out by Streetley. Miscommunication between Barnes and Brown there was allowed the Lions in as Hazeldine takes his time. Neil, under pressure from Barnes. Barnes is still on the puck. Adam Barnes 1-on-1. Oh, well, he sat Luca Sheldon down, picked his spot, and just like that.
Yeah, he manages to break away one-on-one with the netminder, and it's a little left-right. Slots it home. Extends the lead here now for Widnes. It's now Widnes Wild 7. Nottingham Lions 3.
Could this be an interesting third period, Gary? Could it all go off here?
I don't know.
So it looks like we've got the Widnes Hull line out at the moment with Hagger, Beach and Robinson, supported by Griffin and Baldwin. We've got Fisher, appears to be Gibbs, and Newell will be out for the Lions. They're going to be supported by Gretton and Challenge as that's blown dead already. It's 15-16 remaining in this game. 10-goal thriller here this afternoon. Hagger and Newell will go in for the draw. It's going to be the right-hand side of Pearson in the Wild zone. Won immediately. On a Wild, played onto the boards. Griffin digs it out. Come out with Fisher shot in. It's come off the bar.
Oh,
well, narrow escape there for Pearson. What an attempt that was by the Lions. Robinson does well. Finds Beach. Beach is in. Can he get round his man?
Well
No.
stolen.
Great play there by the defensiveman. And that's Bailey Challenge. Beach puts it in once more and gets a little knock for his troubles there. Hagger fighting away behind the boards. And now back the other way come the Lions. Skating that through. Shot comes in into the glove. And Pearson's got the answer for Gibbs' shot.
Yeah, nice little attempt. He just tries weaving his way through the defenders and puts it on net, but Pearson rises to the challenge. So
14:27 remain in this game. 7-3 Widnes. Face-off will be left-hand side of Pearson. Tied up straight away on the boards.
a lot of hugging going on that board.
Comes out into the corner. Doxey tries to play off the boards, loses his stick for the trouble. Price puts that back. And here we go again. Doxey poke check away there by Palmer. Toff is going to pick that up. Hyde finds Hughes. And the pairing of Hughes and Toff certainly been holding strong for Widnes this game. 13:45 now remaining.
Well, I've got to say, Ben, I'm impressed with the discipline of both teams. Very little in the way of penalties.
As Doxey goes down the wing there. Hyde turns that over into Palmer. Power decides to take the shot, runs wide. Witness just working that puck around. Streetley finds Coulter. Hyde skates it on, dumps it in. Slowing the play down now. Hazeldine for the Lions, brings it through neutral ice. Decides to dump it into the corner. It's going to be picked up once more by Barry. Barry plays it round to Streetley. Gets it back. Taking the time, Witness now, looking to build on this play. Brown skates inside. Takes the shot! Oh, what a goal! Well, Kieran Brown cuts inside Archie Hazeldine. Lets one rip out the pocket.
Barnes taps for the shot, feeds it straight to Brown. He takes it up the sideboards and looks for that inside line and slots it home to give Witness a 5-goal extended lead here now. It's 8 to the Witness Wild, 3 Nottingham Lions. A big mountain to climb now for the Lions. I can't see them coming back, Ben, with 12:41 remaining.
No, that I'd call that the nail, Gary. That's the nail in the coffin. You're saying that. Don't take anything away from this Nottingham side.
Well, it's damage limitations now, I would say.
As immediately they go on the attack, but it's turned around with Gilbert. Gilbert looking to find Barnes on the overlap, and again, there's an icing call. 12:33 remaining in the game. As you hear the ring announcer there, hat-trick goal though for Kieran Brown. So Brown having a stormer today. Face off left hand side of Pearson. Action back underway with Witness. Streetley flings that round for Barnes. Body on from Newell. Fisher's in the mix as well with Barry. It's come out centre ice to Crowston. Streetley doing well to find Gilbert. Gilbert, stretch pass again. Looks to find Brown. Brown's got Barnes in support. He's found him. Barnes. Well, great cut out there on the stick. And that was Lewis Newell.
Important defending now.
Fisher decides to go back to Gretton. Challenge. Taking the time. Crowston. Back over from Gretton. Stretch pass knocked on by Challenge. It's going to be picked up by Barry. And Bailey Challenge now for the Lions. Tried to get round the Witness player, but they're just moving the puck cleverly now, Witness. Barnes once more. Takes a shot. Runs wide. Griffin's there. Picks it back up. Opposite corner, Gilbert. Can he get there first? No, Gretton uses the boards to get round him. Picked up by Baldwin. Baldwin. Little nudge on there from number 10, and that's Berahowski. 11:05 now remaining in this game. Time slowly ticking away, and it's, well, too many men on the ice call against Witness Wild.
Well, that's a silly penalty to give away.
Too many men on the ice. Signal there by Mr. Wells. We'll see someone come over and sit the penalty shortly.
So as we play, guess who's going to go in the penalty box? The Wild are instructed you need to send somebody over.
Just waiting now.
And it's Beach being sent.
So Kieran Beach goes to the box. That'll be tactical though, because as soon as that 2 minutes is up,
And look at the treats.
he'll come flying out the trapdoor.
Just waiting for him, yeah.
So, face off, won by the Lions as they're back on the power play. Taking the time. Go to the blue line with Hazeldine, takes a shot through traffic.
Oh!
It's come out, picked up by Hopkins again.
Still not-
Immediately intercepted though by Baldwin. He's just going to dump that all the way down. 1:40 now remains on this power play. Lions look to reset. Come again. Haggers, the high man for Witness. Hopkins.
Ooh. Does he fancy his hat trick?
Takes his time. Luca out to Neil. Luca again. Taking his time, working it round. Goes to Weldon. There we go. Back out, Neil. Well, you thought he was going to take the shot, Hazeldown, to put it back in.
It took too long.
And it's in from Hopkins.
Well,
birthday goal for Jack Hopkins there. And to be honest, Gary, that was just a really well worked.
I thought they missed the opportunity there, and I thought it was as one of the players looked like he waved over the top of it, but Hopkins manages to find it and slots it home. And it's now Widnes Wild 8, Nottingham Lions 4. And again, the Wild still with that 4-goal gap.
So, 10:11 shows on the clock. And Nottingham Lions will take any opportunity they're given. They're 2-0 tonight on the power play. As here comes the goal scorer Hopkins now. Bit more of a pace to his skating. Brown though puts that over for Gilbert. Gets it back to Adam Barnes. Newell back the other way. Just gives the puck up to Barry. Brown again. No look past the Barnes. Barnes is in. Adam Barnes backhands high into the plexi. Stays in the rink though. Put in by Streetley. Gilbert in the corner. Tries to find Barnes in that slot, but it's well read by the Lions as they cut that pass out. And look to slow this down. 9:12 now on the clock. Brown. Skates it in. Gets around one man. Gives the puck up for Barnes. Barnes takes a shot off the leg pads. Into the corner. Hopkins is going to get there. Luca knocks it on for Hopkins. Still Jack Hopkins. Couldn't get past Streetley. Newell's managed to gain the zone though. And back the other way.
Oh, and the Lions caught in the hop here.
Barnes ties up as he's gained the zone. Knocks it forward to Gilbert. Gilbert, can he get in there? Pulls it back. Croston's got to get there first though. And here come the other way with the Lions now. Toth puts the body on. And Tom Barry for the Wild. Just slowing the pace down second. Coulter has to reel that one in quickly.
Little silly mistakes at the moment, Ben. People are going to try and capitalise on them.
8:12 now remaining in this game. Coulter does well, leaves that back. Great pass to find Doxy on the near wing, but that's going to be an icing call. With 8 minutes exactly remaining in this game.
Well, bit of a shout out to some of the fans. I know that some of the family of the Drop the Puck team are watching at home. Get the kettle on, we'll be back soon. But with the terrible weather we're currently having up here in the north of England, at least we can enjoy some exciting ice hockey, Ben.
As the face-off goes the way of the Wild, they look immediately to march straight back down the ice. Coulter's going to receive that loose puck. Clever play, using the net. Great space. And on Barry. Finds Doxy. Doxy tries to get inside of his man, but it's well worked by Thomas. Fisher. Takes the shot off the blocker. Out in front, Fisher. Oh, well, somehow Phil Pearson has managed to tip that over the bar.
Yeah, that looked like it was going to do a backflip, just like the early goal from the Wild. Well, Pearson manages to save the day. And it still remains Widnes Wild 8, Nottingham Lions 4.
7:26 on the board. Face off, pushed down towards the Nottingham zone as Hazeldown's forced back. He's got Beach on the forecheck. Armstrong now on the ice. Here comes Price. Armstrong takes his time. Do believe it's his first shift of the night. And Hager now. Laid back for Hughes. Off the board. Hazeldine picks that up, takes a shot. Archie Hazeldine gets on the board. And to be fair, it's well deserved after the effort he's put in today.
Yeah, a little slip up there, and he manages to steal it between the two Wild players. Takes his chance, slots it home, and gives the Lions another goal here. Now with this Wild 8, Nottingham Lions 5.
6:50 on the clock, Gary, and only 3 goals now remaining to get back in this. And Hazeldine will be happy, like I say, to add that one to his tally. He's skated well, and you were quite right. It was a silly mistake there that was capitalised upon. As we go back the other way, immediately get back under the action, and Weldon under pressure from Barnes and Gilbert. They go back to the goal scorer, Hazeldine, who's now looking to push that forward. Does so. Luca finds Hopkins, but it's cut out immediately. Gilbert to Barnes. Hazeldine scoops it off the board. Feeds it over for Neil. Neil looks to find Hopkins off the board. Mistake allows Gilbert in though. Knocks it back to Griffin. Great play by Luca, and he's in, surrounded by yellow shirts. And there's a call there. The referee's arm straight up, and that looks like a hooking call on Gilbert. And it is.
Well, desperation forces Mikey Gilbert to stop Luca, who was bearing down on the Wild goal. And the Wild find themselves on the penalty kill now as the Lions get a power play and the opportunity.
Not where they want to be though, Gary. 2 for 0. Or 2 for 2, I should say, so far tonight, the Lions on the power play. So,
worth pointing out, Ben, that even though the Wild won that first period 4-0, even second period, and now it seems to be the Lions having the better of this third one.
As Gretton gains his own, knocks that back. Fisher, little body on there, has allowed Wild in. Brown. Oh, mistimed his pass there. Back the other way though, and it's going to be a 3-on-2 situation with Newell, Gretton and Fisher. Barnes does enough to get back. 125 on the penalty. Hazeldine again. Well, Brown full lays out there, blocks a biscuit. He's paying for that one though. He's going to skate to the bench.
Well, he definitely saved a shot there.
110 on this penalty. And the Lions have certainly got the Wild worried. Neil tries to take it down, but it's played off the boards. Challenge. Miscommunication there, and it's forcing Gretton back. 52 seconds now remain on this power play. Challenge, can't reel it in. Griffin's going to get hold of that. Decides to put one straight down. Off the blocker of Sheldon. Coulter's there, so Hughes once more. Hopkins receives one there from Coulter.
He rode that challenge well, but unfortunately
30 seconds now.
his pass got cut out.
Dumped onto the net. Down, picked up by Neil. Neil to Weldon.
There's a bit of confidence in this Nottingham team now.
Hopkins, as we go into 20 seconds left on the penalty. 4:20 now in the game. Hazeldine works it back to Weldon. Weldon takes the shot straight into the chest of Pearson with 9 seconds left on the power play.
Yeah, the Lions certainly seem to have picked it up a little bit in this third period. They definitely got confidence. Luca obviously leading them, and Hopkins, they obviously fancy their chances here. They've got 3 goals to claw back to tie the game up. But
well, Hager ties up on that. Draw, 6 seconds. You see there, Luca thought about a 2-1. Trapdoor opens, Gilbert back onto the ice, 5-on-5. 4 minutes now remains in this game, and Pearson's going to freeze that puck up. 3:58 remaining in the game.
as the stadium announcer tries to rally the fans here.
Nottingham now picking up the loose clearance as Palmer decides to play that back. Out in front of the bench, and it's going to be scooped up there by Haggard, turned back. Streetley has his head up. Beach puts it on the net. Spilled up though by Sheldon and turned out into the corner. Now with Thomas. Knocked forward for Palmer. Baldwin immediately cuts that back out. Newell gets the body on Baldwin for that. And there's a whistle there. And it's going to be an offside. Well,
things are getting heated.
Is that Robinson there? That's Gibbs. So we've got Gibbs, Newell, Robinson.
Well, Robinson's a big chap.
Louis Newell and Robinson exchanging words there. And immediately the captain, Luke Thomas, comes over, grabs hold of Newell, does the right thing and takes him back to the bench.
Well, getting a bit heated, it's getting a bit close. As the Lions are
3:16 is what's showing on the clock.
Yeah, the Lions are slowly clawing back at this.
As we go once more straight to the glove of Pearson. I swear he's got that on a little bit of string. That's all that's done all day.
Like a yo-yo.
Like a yo-yo. 3:10 now on the clock. 8-5 the game here to the Wild. Where else are you going to see 13 goals in hockey?
I'll have to look that up.
Luca with the shot!
Oh!
And showing he's still got some venom late in this game. Out once more. Trying to find Gretton into the corner. They do so. Hyde is forced it back there. Gibbs tries to get it out in front. It's only fallen to Baldwin, who's managed to clear the zone. Gretton once more. Doxey on the forecheck. And now it's going to be an icing call, but it's almost as if Widnes are deliberately sitting that centre deep, allowing a three-man defence at the moment.
Yeah, it's surprising that they're sitting so deep as well. But they need to keep their wits about them because the Lions are finding little ways and little chinks in the armour.
3 goals required in 2:36. That's what's asked of the Nottingham Lions to take this just to overtime as the puck with the Wild now. Coulter, stretch pass through centre ice to nobody.
Well, an interesting boring stat for you here, Ben, is currently as it stands, there's been 4 goals scored in each period up to now.
Fisher sees an opportunity, takes a shot, runs wide. Baldwin's going to pick up that response. 2:05 left in this game. Knocked on once more by the Wild as we're into the final 2 minutes. Baldwin tries to find Barnes. Hazeldine's going to scoop that up. Turn back around once more. Barnes couldn't get it past his man. Newell puts it in the corner, but it's going to be picked up by Griffin. Hughes takes his time. Knocks it forward. Gilbert turns it over to Palmer. Palmer goes to skate in. Great poke check from Bez Hughes. Hazeldine puts it round for Price. Hughes puts the body on, gives the space for Griffin to get in there. Once more, 1:18 remaining as Brown picks that up centre ice, tries to find the pass, cut out there by Hazeldine. Scooped up though by Barnes. Sent into the corner for his trouble. 1:05 now left in this game. And you've got to think it's Widnes in the bag.
Well, another goal from Widnes will seal this without a doubt.
Fighting away into this corner, running the clock down. Final 50 seconds now. Gilbert. Shot in from Brown. He fanned on that. It's come off. A Nottingham player, that would be player Palmer, and that's going to be dumped in for an icing call. So the guys don't get to change. You've got to stay on the ice. Interestingly, Palmer, the minute he dumped that in, raced towards the bench. You can tell to probably try and get Luca in that on for the last couple of minutes. Or the last 37 seconds, I should say.
Well, that shot that he fanned on, if that had flown in,
Hagger wins the face-off, gets Robinson. Robinson tries to take it in, poked away there by Sheldon.
You can't walk it in.
30 seconds now literally remain. That's going to be another icing call. 27.2 on the clock.
Well, for Wild, that's certainly what you want. You want the puck up at the other end. With so little time remaining, can the Wild score off the face-off? Or can the Lions quickly get down the other end and try and score?
Put it up. It's come down. That's well, that's a high stick call there, Mr. Wells signalling in that. You could see what they were trying.
And back we go.
21.5 on the clock. 8-5 in favour of the Widnes Wild.
And the fans in the chat basically playing a little bit of supermarket sweep there. Good to see the chat and the banter.
Breton turns Hag around, puts it forward, tries to find Luca. Baldwin cuts it out. Final 10 seconds now as Baldwin just holds that off, and that's all it's going to be now is kill the clock for the Wild. Is Hagger? Well, Hagger's arm's gone off from Mr. Wells. That's going to be a tripping call on Hagger, but the whistle's gone anyway, and the buzzer. It's all over. And your Widnes Wild take this one 8-5. So it's going to be interesting tomorrow when Nottingham go to Sheffield and play them. Was it Sheffield, I believe, is going to Nottingham?
Yeah.
And then even more interesting is our fixture next week, the return game of the Widnes Wild and the Sheffield Scimitars.
You're all excited about that one, aren't you, Ben?
It's getting a little bit.
No, you cannot say that word.
I'll be good.
I'll just. Yeah. After the last one, I'm sure Sheffield will want to try and put that to bed if they
right
can.
a few wrongs.
Yeah, it got a bit feisty.
I think it will be again. I think it's going to be a scrappy, physical game.
Yeah, and Sheffield obviously sitting top of the pile, regardless of the results today, still keeps Wild in second spot. But I'm sure they will not want to lose to the Wild. But they've got it's back here at Planet Ice Widnes, and we know it plays in the hands of Widnes having this small rink. But Sheffield are a strong team, and I think that if they're going to go into this in the right frame of mind, I think they'll come here and try and seal it, go into any post hockey at the top of the table.
Yeah, I get what you mean. And, we've seen two different Widnes Wilds. We've seen the slow starting Widnes Wild against Nottingham and Sheffield last time.
Yeah, in the early part of the season.
And then today, we've seen a very quick out the blocks Widnes Wild, but then they seem to die off late in the game.
Yeah, it's a bit weird because in the previous games, Widnes have been slow to start, and then by the time it's come to the third period, and they run out of time, and they're clawing it back to almost a point, and you think it's like that the game away at Sheffield. Mm-hmm. They lost by a point. They could have, it could have gone another minute or two more. It could have quite easily have tied things up. The momentum was definitely running with them. The ice was tilting in their favour. But again, you've got to get all this work done beforehand. You've got to get the goals on the board early doors. Now it seems to be they've flipped the coin a bit, and they seem to be doing quite well at the start, and they're battling for a couple of periods. But he's taking the foot off the pedal a little bit, and they can't afford to do that if they're going to go into this next game against Sheffield. They've got to. I mean, they've got to play Nottingham again, yes. But I don't know. It's still all to play for, Ben. It's still all to play for. I mean, I wouldn't write it off, but it's setting everything up to be great return game here with Sheffield.
Definitely so, and obviously you're going to be able to catch that here on YouTube and Drop the Puck. For any announcements or any future information, make sure you're following us on our socials, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and obviously on our website as well, BASN TV.
Well, Nottingham Lions have given a great account of themselves, I think, today. You can't fault them. I mean, 8-5's not a bad result at the end of the day. And the coach was saying to us before we came on air that he was optimistic, but he said, you know what, it's all about the hockey, and that's basically what we're about here at BASN. It is all about the hockey. We have fun. I know the discussions go one way and the other in the chat and stuff, but you know what? Hey, we do this for nothing.
Yeah.
We do this for nothing, so we do it for the love of the sport.
We're here to have fun as much as you guys are.
But getting back to the game, they've got to go back home to Matt Bradbury.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting conversation. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, and tomorrow they've got to host the Scimitars. And what can they do, Ben?
I don't think they need to do much, to be fair. I think you just need to build on what they've done today, maybe strengthen up in a few, a little tweak here, a little tweak there. They'll have a few more of the bodies back at home tomorrow as well. But if they play anywhere near as half as good as they did today, they're going to give the Scimitars a game.
Well, you can catch that on Lions TV tomorrow. That goes on air at 3:15. That should be a good, exciting game. I've had a great time here at Planet Ice today. It's been great fun. Thanks to all the staff here at Witness. Thanks to both the teams for entertaining us. And thanks to you, the viewers, for tuning in, making this a great show for us to do. I've been Gary Lee.
I've been Ben Lee.
And we've been Drop the Puck.
Good night.